Good evening, I'm Donna Bush with your CIG TV News Brief and weather forecast. Thank you for joining us, as always.
It's not surprising that we now have confirmation of this variant in the Cayman Islands, as we know it to be virulent and widespread. However, our strict adherence to quarantine protocols is keeping the threat of COVID-19 at bay. I strongly encourage everyone dealing with travellers to remain vigilant and adhere to infection prevention and control strategies at all times.
A message from Chief Medical Officer Dr. John Lee earlier today, speaking of the notice received by the Public Health Department from the Caribbean Public Health Agency that of a selection of COVID-19 positive samples sent for genomic sequencing just over 2 weeks ago. 3 have come back as being of the British variant of COVID-19. All other variants were ruled out from the samples. The 3 samples with the British variant came from travelers from the United Kingdom and Barbados. Dr. Erica Simmons, acting medical officer of health, said, quote, "This new service from CARFA is much appreciated by the Cayman Islands Ministry of Health and complements well the PCR testing capabilities at the HSA and Doctors Hospital to help monitor and keep our communities free from COVID-19, end quote. Well, this year's National Heroes Day celebrations included 3 days of events, starting with the recognition of Sister Island recipients on the BRAC on Saturday, followed by Eastern District recipients celebrated at Pedro St. James on Sunday, and West Bay and Georgetown awardees on Monday at Heroes Square. There was lots of pomp and circumstance surrounding the celebration of our seafarers from across the Cayman Islands by the various uniformed groups, including the police and fire services. Hundreds and hundreds of family members and friends attended and accepted awards on behalf of their loved ones. In his keynote address, Premier the Honorable Alden McLaughlin paid rich tributes to the seafaring heritage, underscoring their contributions, sacrifices, and positive actions that laid a strong foundation for the Cayman Islands to thrive and progress. Now, viewers will be able to watch the 3 days of events here on CIG television in the coming days. You can also go online to youtube.com/CIG television to view those days of events on demand at any time. Turning now to our weather forecast, today's high temperature reached 84 degrees, the low 75. We can expect partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers. Winds are from the east to southeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be slight to moderate with wave heights of 2 to 4 feet. Now, the synopsis calls for moderate winds and seas, which will continue across the Cayman Islands area for the next 24 hours as a high-pressure system lingers just north of the Bahamas. Remember, you can download the Weather Services app, CINWS, or go to their website, weather.gov.ky, for the very latest weather forecast locally. And that ends today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, wishing you a safe and wonderful night, and of course, inviting you to join us back here again tomorrow. Until then, bye-bye for now.
Wait.
For how long you want us to wait?
Hurricane was passing Cayman at the time, and we were all waiting to find out how close it was going to come. So that's where the wait came in, and I started fiddling around on the guitar, playing a little bass riff over and over, and then all of a sudden I said, wait, every minute, second, every moment, and then, as usual, fall into the love part.
Yeah.
So you created the song actually for the hurricane, or?
Yeah, it started from
yeah.
that, yeah.
That.